Next, we see the three-dimensional viewing coordinate parameters. We have said that for the viewing coordinate system, we need the view plane, we need the position, the orientation of the camera. Okay. Now, how do we define the coordinate system? Okay. How do we position the 3D viewing coordinate frame within the world system? Okay. First, we define a reference point, okay, P0, in the world coordinate system. Your XW, YW, ZW is defining the world coordinate system. We define this point P0 with coordinates X0, Y0, Z0. Okay. This point is the viewpoint or the viewing position. That is the place where we are placing the camera, or the place from where we are viewing the object. Okay. So it is also called as the eye position, or it is called as the camera position. Now, once this is defined, next what do? We have to orient the camera. Okay. So for this, we define the view up vector, what we call as a view up vector. That is, we define which is the up direction. Okay. So that is the up direction is what we call as the view up vector. Okay. That this view up vector defines the Y view direction. Okay. So first we define the Y view direction. Okay. Or the view up vector. Now, once the view up vector is defined, next what do you need? Always for a coordinate system, you need the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis. Okay, we have defined the viewing, the y-axis, that is a y view. Next, we have to define either the x-axis or the z-axis. Okay, so here we define the z-axis. Okay, that is the z view. Okay, this is along the viewing direction. Okay, so we decide in which direction we are going to look from this point. Okay, are we going if we are here, are we going to look in front like this, or are we going to look up, or are we going to look in this direction? So we decide on the direction in which we are going to view. Okay, that is your Z view direction. Okay, that is your Z view axis. Okay, so ideally, this view up vector and viewing direction should be perpendicular to each other. Okay, but when we take a view, we generally don't see it as perpendicular. Okay, it is in some direction other than your Y view. Okay, now once we have defined Y view and Z view, we have to define X view, the third axis. Okay, and normally we know that your X, Y, and Z are mutually perpendicular to each other. So you define your X view such that it is perpendicular to your YZ plane. Okay, that gives you your X view. Okay, so what is it that we have done to get the viewing coordinate frame? First, we define this point, that is the viewpoint. Okay, then we define the view up vector. Okay, then we define the viewing direction, and we take a mutually perpendicular direction, that is your X view. Okay, so we get the three axes, X view, Y view, Z view, that forms the right-handed viewing coordinate system. Now, to define this viewing coordinate system, we have an alternate way. Instead of defining it as X view, Y view, Z view, we can define it in terms of the normal vector. Okay, in graphics, generally we define a surface in terms of the normal vector. Okay, so what is this normal vector? Normal vector is a vector that is perpendicular to the view plane. Okay, you have the view plane. The perpendicular to this view plane is the normal vector. Okay, and the normal vector is always in the direction of the viewing. Okay, so normal vector is in the direction of viewing. Excuse me. So this normal vector, how do we define? Yeah, so we define the normal vector. Normal vector is generally in the orientation of the view plane. Just defining our x-axis, y-axis and z-axis alone is not sufficient. Now, suppose the object is here and your view plane is placed here. Then you are going to see a larger image. Suppose the view plane is here. Okay, you are further away from the object. The object is here. Okay, so you are say you have your object here. You are further away from the object, so you will look a smaller version of what you had earlier seen. Okay, suppose your view plane was here, then you will see a still smaller object. So it is not sufficient for us to define just the origin and the x view, y view, z view axis. We also need to define where exactly we are placing this view plane. Okay, the view plane we have already seen is always perpendicular to your xy axis. Okay, so we also, in addition to defining the origin and the three axis, we also need to define a scalar quantity, that is your ZVP. Okay, this ZVP can be negative or it can be 0, in which case it is exactly at the origin, or ZVP can be greater than 0. Okay, generally we take ZVP to be a positive value, and yeah, there is one question, ma'am, at ZVP should of the same size. Yeah, ZVP is the position along the z-axis where we are placing the view plane. Okay, it is nothing to do with the object. Okay, this object will be projected onto this view plane. Okay, so where we are placing the view plane, that is the z coordinate position, is ZVP. Okay, it is not the object, it has nothing to do with the object. Okay, where we are placing the view plane, we are not considering the object right now. Okay, so to define the viewing coordinate system, we need the origin, we need the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and ZVP. An additional scalar parameter is used to set the position of the view plane at some coordinate value ZVP along the Z view axis. Next, how do we define the normal vector? Okay, the normal vector, we said in 3D to define the surfaces, we define the normal vector. This normal vector can be defined in 3 different ways. Okay, the first way is by defining the direction from the coordinate origin to this reference point P0. Okay, so that is this line. Okay, that is the defined as the normal vector. The second method is by defining the normal direction from a reference point to the viewing origin. Say this is our object. Okay, this P0 is the position from where we are going to look at this point. Okay, say we are taking this as the reference point P ref. Okay, then your viewing direction is from P naught to P ref, and the normal vector is again along the same direction but opposite. Okay, so normal direction is from P ref to P naught. Okay, the viewing direction is P naught is the point where the camera is fixed, or the eye position where the viewer is standing. Okay, from there you are going to look at this point P ref. So P ref is also called as the look at point. Okay, so from P naught we are looking at P ref. Okay, so this is the viewing direction. The normal direction is from P ref to P naught, is what is defined as the normal view plane normal vector. The third way of defining the normal vector is by using the direction angles. That is what we have already seen when we did the rotation about an arbitrary axis, etc. Okay, for example, this P naught you have, this is our origin. Okay, say this is the line that you have. Then this angle that this line makes with the x-axis is the angle alpha. Okay, the angle that this line makes with the y-axis is beta. Okay, now again, to angles in graphics are always measured in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so your x and alpha would be this. Sorry. With the x-axis, so this would be this. Yeah, the angle that it makes with the y-axis and the angle that it makes with the z-axis is gamma. Okay, so these are the direction angles. Okay, the angle that the normal vector can also be defined by these angles that this line makes with the respective axis. So we have three ways of defining the normal vector. One, the direction along the line from the world coordinate origin to the selected point position, that is P naught. The next is from the reference point P ref to the viewing origin. And the third is by the direction angles. Once a view plane normal n is chosen, the direction for the view up vector can be set. Okay, and from that we can set the z view axis. This is what we are going to see. So once we have got the normal vector, we next define the y view axis. Okay, that is the view up vector. Okay, that can be in any direction except that it should not be parallel to the normal vector. Okay, so say this is your view up direction. You can place the camera either in this position. Ideal is vertical. Okay, so you can place it vertically or in slanting positions. Okay, so it is left to the user. Okay, so he can define the input view up vector. Ideal is vertical. Okay, so he can define it in any direction other than being parallel to the normal vector. So this. Okay, now once he defines it, if it is not vertical, we may have to adjust this view up vector to be perpendicular to the normal vector. Okay. the ideal choice is the y-axis, that is 0, 1, 0 for the view up vector. Now we define the normal vector. Okay, normal vector is the one along we are viewing in this direction. Yeah, 1 second. We are viewing in this direction. Okay, so your normal vector is in the reverse direction. Yeah, so this is your direction of the normal vector. Okay, say n is a unit vector along the normal vector. Okay, then n can be written as capital, that is the vector n divided by mod n. Okay, so this gives you the unit normal vector n. Okay, so this again will consist of x component, y component, and the z component. Okay, so you can write it as n divided by mod n, or in terms of x, y, and z components, nx, ny, nz. Okay, so first we define the normal vector. Next, what are we doing? We define the view up vector to obtain the direction for the y view. Okay, so we define this vector v. Okay, that is capital V. This is our view up vector. Now, once you have defined your normal vector, that is your z axis, and the y view vector, next, what is it that you have to define? You have to define the x view, we said. How did we get x view? X view is mutually perpendicular to y view and z view. That is, your vector along your x view would be mutually perpendicular to n and v. Okay, how do you get a mutually perpendicular vector? That is the cross product. Okay, so your vector u along your x view, vector view u along your x view would be the vector cross product of v and n. So your u equal to v cross n divided by mod v into n. Your small view is the unit vector along your x view axis. Okay, now this ux, uy, uz are all with respect to the world coordinates. Okay, so your v cross n divided by mod v cross n, you can, is the unit vector along your x view axis. Okay, that has x, y, and z components with respect to the world coordinates, that is your ux, uy, uz. Okay, now you have got your unit normal vector, and you've got your unit u vector. Okay, that is along your x view. Okay, now this capital V is your view up vector that you have decided. Okay, but ideally we want it to be perpendicular. Okay, when you have a coordinate axis, you know that it has to be perpendicular. The three axes are to be perpendicular to each other. Okay, mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay, so that we get by a vector product of n cross u. Okay, the vector product of n cross u will give you a vector that is mutually perpendicular to both n and u. Okay, so the small v, or the unit vector along y view, would be the vector product of n cross u. This is your corrected view vector, view up vector. So now we have defined 3 unit vectors that are mutually perpendicular to each other. One, the normal vector along the z view axis, the u vector along the x view, and the v vector. Okay, now n, u, and v are, or u, v, and n are mutually perpendicular, and they define the viewing coordinate reference